So, as you've been hearing, Republicans are making social issues, including parents' rights, part of their campaign platform. On Tuesday, billionaire businessman Elon Musk announced that he was moving two of his companies, X and SpaceX, from California to Texas, in protest at a new law in California that he disagrees with. The state has become the first in the US to ban schools from informing parents if their child changes their gender identity. Supporters say the law protects transgender children living in hostile family situations. Among the critics, Elon Musk has described the new law as an attack on families and said he would take his business to conservative Texas, which also happens to have lower taxes. Let's pick up some of those points with journalist Saul Gonzalez, who's host of the California Report. He joins us from Los Angeles. Welcome, Saul. Do you think Elon Musk is serious about moving his businesses out of California over this issue?
Yeah, absolutely, because he's already kind of moved out of California already. He's relocated Tesla, his electric vehicle company, from California, at least the headquarters from California, to Texas. And he's kind of relocated himself to Texas. I believe now his primary residence is now in that state and not here in this state.
And is that about cultural differences or is that about tax?
Well, take your pick. It's probably a mix of both, although the way Elon Musk has been posting on his on X and been talking about it, it's primarily a culture clash. He does not like the direction California is going ideologically. You know, obviously it is arguably the bluest of blue states in this country. And Elon Musk, at least in recent years, has chosen another path and is becoming more libertarian, more conservative. And he would say, I find like-minded people and an environment and an ideological landscape I like more in Texas than in California.
So tell us more then about the law that Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom signed on Monday. Who does it ban from doing what?
It bans local school officials and teachers from reporting to parents if children identify with a gender other than their gender on official paperwork. So a teacher could not find this out, or a school principal cannot find out that a particular child wants to go by another gender affiliation and then report that to the parents. The idea behind the law is that it helps protect students, that not all of them are in environments that would necessarily be safe if parents found this out. So again, its supporters cast this as as student security and looking after their well-being.
Right. And does California have a particular problem with this? This is the first state to do this. I'm just wondering why this law in this state now?
Well, like with so many issues with so many transgender issues involving minors, right? There's often a lot more smoke there than fire. How many people, in raw numbers will this affect? I mean, who knows? But what I can tell you, Phil, is that it's been long controversial in this state. This has become a flashpoint in many school systems across California, particularly in more conservative communities in rural areas who don't like this at all because they argue this infringes on the rights of parents. And that's what Elon Musk has been arguing in his argument as to why one reason as to why he's going to be leaving California or taking more of his companies out of California.
And how is it that California's school boards seem to be so firmly in the thick of America's current culture wars?
Well, that has long been the case, whether it's over, prayer in classrooms or, pledging allegiance to the flag or First Amendment issues and what's in school libraries. Here in this country, and including California, school systems have a lot of power, and they're often, versus at the state level or the federal level. And this is where often the most painful and the most contentious culture war issues play out, which is in school systems, classrooms, and the school board meetings. And if you go to school board meetings in this state on any given night, they're usually held in the evenings, you will hear an earful from concerned, often more conservative parents about culture war issue X, Y, or Z. And I assume when schools go back into session after the summer break, this is going to be a very, very hot topic in school districts across the Golden State, across California.
Okay, thanks very much for walking us through that. Journalist Saul Gonzalez from the California Report.
Thank you.